Thank you. This was very nice.
Are you feeling okay?
A little shaky, but I'll be fine soon.
Well, you don't have to be.
What?
Well, you don't always have to be fine.
This is strange, isn't it?
What?
That you're the one I feel I can talk to.
Well, you know your family worries about you. It's just that, well, they have their own grief.
There's no one I can talk to at the office. I'm supposed to be the big leader, right? I have to hold myself in check, otherwise Iris crows about how incompetent I am.
She's not very subtle, is she?
Not one of her features.
Are you okay?
I keep trying to remind myself how much I have to be grateful for. I know I have a lot to be grateful for. It's just I miss him so much.
I know something about loss. I mean, there was one time in which I lost you and Matthew.
Oh.
Look, I know it's not the same, and I shouldn't have said that. But, you know, everything's okay now. I'm doing fine, and you're gonna be doing good, too. So.
Oh.
And a cheery good evening to you, too, Donna.
The receptionist told me that Lucas would still be in here.
And what would you be wanting with Lucas?
Just give him this.
Donna Love Hudson. Video consultant? Oh, how impressive.
Just have him call me at that number in the morning.
I didn't realize you were the 9-to-5 type.
I'm going to be more than that. See, I own my own company. Unlike you, I'm not begging to be let in.
Well, thank you. I think it's a very wise career move for you. I've been really worried about your life being so empty.
Iris, when are you going to give up this daydream of yours and realize that Michael and I are divinely happy?
Really, how wonderful for you.
Besides, you've got your claws into Lucas now.
Lucas is very happy. And so am I. And it's so refreshing to have a man who's so direct after Michael.
Michael doesn't keep any secrets from me.
I thought the same thing until I found out about you and the kids.
He didn't know about the children.
You know, I always thought I knew when a man was hiding things, but gosh, with Michael, it was such a surprise. I mean, he just doesn't seem the type. He's such a straight arrow kind of guy. I guess that's when they're really hiding so many secrets.
He's changed.
Has he? I didn't know about you. You didn't know about me. I wonder if there's anyone that we both don't know about.
I let myself in. You know I have a way with locks. I hope you don't mind.
What I mind is you tailing my wife.
I have a job to do.
Yes, well, you always were very single-minded. That's why you were so efficient.
She wants to meet with Lucas tonight, your Donna.
And that is a problem. Let's talk.
You're making the right choice. We'll solve this little problem, and then we can all get on with our lives.
Yeah. Do you mind not smoking while we're in here, huh?
Of course, Michael.
Out. Look, I called you, all right? I called the club. I wanted some work done here. I did what the club asked. I broke into places. I stole some valuable artwork.
I know.
I offered that artwork to Lucas through the right channels. He didn't take the bait, and now I happen to be sitting on some very valuable artwork. This is very messy. I do not operate that way.
What do you suggest?
You said you had some new information. I want to see it.
Right here.
Show it to me now.
Hi, honey.
I've been calling all over, looking for you. I'm sorry, that's probably my fault.
No, it's not anybody's fault. It's not your fault. Hello, Lucas.
I'll take a rain check on that dinner. It's okay.
Yes, of course.
Give Iris a call.
Lucas and I were going to have dinner, and it doesn't matter. It's stupid.
It's okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's just that I thought you'd come straight home.
Why don't you let us have a talk, okay? Sit down, please. Come on, sit down.
It's hell, isn't it?
What's that?
Being with someone you loved very much in the past and having to break that tie.
It's just that some of us understand those ties better than others, Lucas.
Oh, yeah?
Look, let me make myself clear. I love my wife. Rachel is a friend to both of us. So don't accuse me of doing what you're doing.
I didn't accuse you of anything.
You know, I can have a friendship with a woman, not expect anything in return other than friendship.
I know that I should be above all of this.
You're upset at me because of Mitch, right?
Rachel, I know what you're going through.
Believe me.
And I know that Mitch really loves me.
He does.
It's just the only person he ever loved more than me was you.
Oh, Felicia, I don't think you can measure love. What we had together was over with years ago.
For you, I'm sure that's true.
If he had any feeling left for me at all, that ended when he met you.
Don't you remember how long it took him to make a commitment to me?
That's just Mitch.
I think he was feeling like maybe he was disloyal to you.
Oh, honey, no, he wasn't. That's just the way he is.
You know,
You've made him happy. He's happy with you. You're good for him.
you know how private he is.
Yeah.
I know it's difficult for him to tell me what he's feeling. But I do know one thing. When he loves somebody, he loves them for life.
We walked into Tops, and the first thing we saw was Mitch and Rachel sitting there, holding hands.
No.
Yeah, Felicia was pretty upset.
I bet Rachel wasn't.
No, I don't know.
Well, I do. Rachel is going to play the grieving widow now with every man in town. Poor Felicia. I wonder if I should give her a ring.
Oh, how touching. If I thought you gave a damn about Felicia.
Darling, your friend Felicia happens to be Corey Publishing's highest-grossing novelist. So of course I care about her. If she's not happy, she probably can't concentrate on her writing.
Oh, so this is all about money.
Well, let's just say it's professional concern.
Oh, and the concern wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that if Mitch and Felicia break up, then Felicia would be a free agent again.
Well, let's say that I would prefer to see her happily married.
Leave it alone, Iris.
I'd love to. If I knew what you wanted.
Stop the machinations.
Why?
Because if I wanted Felicia back, I'd get her back. Whether she was married or not.
There really wasn't any need for you to bring me home.
The two of us would do anything for you. I hope you know that.
Yes, of course I do. Thank you.
And you don't have to give us that nightcap. I'm sure after the day you spent, you'd like nothing more than just to get into bed.
Well, unfortunately, Rachel doesn't sleep when she's upset.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'd rather be alone.
I used to think I was pretty good at being alone.
Honey, nobody is good at being alone.
It wasn't so difficult. When the Red Swan was here, I felt some sort of connection to Max still.
Rachel, I know the police think that Derek did this. He didn't. I'm sure of it.
Max sent me that swan as some sort of a message.
What kind of message?
I don't know. And I'll never find out unless I get it back.
You'll get it back.
How do you know?
The Red Swan will be in your possession soon.
How do you know that?
It's just a feeling.
Here he is leaving his apartment building. His assistant left a few minutes before he did.
Well, that would be Frankie Frame. I know her.
We haven't done a complete check on her yet.
You don't have to. Don't bother. She's clean.
Okay. His private limo. Oh, and here he is making,
Wait a minute. I thought you said you had something new. Now, I know all this stuff. You want to get on with this?
Can I have just one cigarette?
Kill yourself in your own time. Get down to business. Show me something new.
All right. He goes to Chicago a lot, on Gold Street. He owns a rundown apartment building there.
He owns or leases?
Owns, but it's tricky. Okay.
Wait
There's
a
one
minute,
other...
wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me see that for a second there. I think I can get in a little closer. See this guy in the background? I think I can bring it in even a little better. That's it. Now, I thought you said this was taken in Bay City.
Right, last week.
Well, that guy there in the background told everybody, including his wife, that he was out of town.
How do you know?
I know him. That's Mitch Blake.
Why was he lying?
Why was he with Lucas?